Hi, I'm Alex Archbold, and I've been buying and selling antiques since I was 9 years old. From basements to scrapyards, I'll look just about anywhere I can to find lost antiques and collectibles. And sometimes I'll go big and buy everything. With my wife and kids, we run an antique shop in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, filled with some of the most unique items we can find. I never know what's going to happen or who I'm going to meet. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc.
I'm home, honey.
Hi guys, and welcome to today's episode. I am on the road. This time I'm on my way back home from a pick. Where did I go? I went out of town, nearly. Well, actually you can't tell where I am. There's trees. There's trees all over the place, not just in the city. Anyway, I'm out of town. I'm about an hour outside of Edmonton, and headed back to the shop. Ended up getting myself a big old collection of mainly, I think, sports cards and stuff. The fellow had been collecting for many, many years, since he was a kid. So we're talking probably 50 years worth of collecting, 50, 60 years, and decided now that it was time to sell. And it was an all or nothing kind of deal, and I decided we'd take a risk and buy it all. So behind me I have boxes, as you can kind of see, that are full of stuff. We're gonna get back, do an unboxing video and see what we got. So follow along in today's episode where we go through some mystery estate collectibles and see what's inside. Hopefully it'll be a lot of fun and hopefully some good scores. Now, sports card collecting was really popular in the 1990s. In fact, when I was a kid, spent a lot of time doing that myself. I'd set up at shows, you know, whether it was a flea market or a sports card show, they'd rent a hall and the excitement was in the air as you're looking for that card that you're missing out of your set. Now, I mainly used to collect old vintage cards, so like 1970 and before, and that's when I was probably 12 years old. I always liked the old stuff, that and non-sports cards. And from what I hear, this fellow says there might be some of that in here. But this is what I have to deal with. The back of my vehicle is completely loaded. It's going to take me a little bit to get this stuff offloaded and sorted, but kind of looking forward to it, really. Probably gonna be lots of fun. Okay, so what did I get? You know, a whole bunch of sports cards. Some of these don't look particularly old, and a lot of stuff from the 90s and 2000s was overproduced and probably not worth very much at all. So I bought this all with the hopes that there was going to be a little bit of older stuff. Okay, 91, 92, McDonald's sets. You know, there's probably some cards in there that are worth something, but that's not what I'm after. What I saw, and when I was looking through these, the lids of the boxes, was there were things like this. Sets. OPG Hockey, 78, 79. Well, of course, you start getting into Wayne Gretzky's rookie year. If you end up getting a set, a complete set. These are Kodak binders, cool. If you get a complete set of, okay, 396 cards. So it says there's 394 out of the 396, there's 2 cards missing. Mike Bossy rookie card. So let's see. A lot of times you see a set like this and it's the big names that are missing. Mike Bossy, or, you know, in Wayne Gretzky's case, so Wayne Gretzky would be missing. What you hope, I mean, looks like there's some stars in here. I can't recall offhand what number Mike Bossy was. Being a rookie, they probably wouldn't have given him sort of top billing at the front. Paul Gardner. I'm really hoping that that's not the one that's missing out of that set. You know, if he was buying these brand new, let's see. Don't see it yet. Oh, yeah, there it is, in absolutely terrible condition. That's a bit of a letdown. Probably just a filler, but still, all these other cards are like really nice, and then the one of the key cards is terrible. Not a good start. Okay, this binder says 7 sets inside, 65, 66. Now, whether the star cards are in here, like I said, you hope so. These are going back to the 60s, it looks like. Alex Del Vecchio. 53, 54 Parkhurst. It looks like, okay, well, there are some names. Stan Mikita. How Young. Let's see, Norm Allman. What you're hoping is that there's still some of the star cards mixed in here, that it's going to make purchasing this collection all worthwhile. But again, it's all just the luck of the draw when it comes to this stuff, and I'm kind of just searching through to see what we have. I mean, a lot of these are, oh, there we go. Gordie Howe, number 31. It's got a crease in it though. But still, that's an early Gordie Howe. Gordon Howe. He actually always signed his name Gordon Howe as well. What set is this? 1950s. Okay. Well, the good news is there's some star cards. The bad news is some of them aren't in the greatest shape. I'm going to keep digging through and see, but that's going to tell me at least that maybe these aren't completely picked over, that there will be some possible gems hiding inside. Oh, there's a nice Bobby Hall right there. See, really good condition, nice crisp corners, good coloring. That's a good card. So maybe there's a few surprises. Now, some of these I'll have to get some different card holders for, like some hard card holders, hard cases. We'll put them inside just to keep them separated. Paul Henderson, Norm Allman, Alex Del Vecchio again. Some big names. And I think there's some baseball in this mix too. There's an awful lot of stuff to sort through. Well, here's what appears to be the start to a set of 65 Topps baseball. Printed in Canada. It wasn't OPG at the time, I guess, but this is Topps. But it looks like any of the major stars are not in here, which is a shame because that's kind of a nice set, and there's some good names in here if you get them. But when you have just common cards, it's a little less interesting, but people still do buy those to fill out sets. So far, finding a few things, but haven't struck gold yet. I'm going to keep digging. At least it's not all 1980s, late 80s or 90s stuff. So let's see, it looks like he marked this, he was collecting it in 1987. No, this would be 53, I think. Of course, the big names around this time, you know, your Mickey Mantles. Again, these cards are not overly in great shape, but they're the right age. And if you get the right one, okay, this is 54 here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend some real time going through this stuff. But again, it looks like a lot of the key cards are kind of absent and the condition not so great. That said, that's just box number one of a bajillion boxes. Well, let's see if I have better luck in one of these other boxes. I mean, probably the obvious thing I didn't point out, there's a train lantern. It's not just hockey and sports cards, there's other stuff too. Like this, original still sealed tie-dye set. Look at her, she's like, look at me, I've tie-dyed my pants. And you can even have that funky looking tie-dyed hat. So it's a tie-dye kit from the, 1971. Hippie days. Oh, there's a whole bunch of cameras in there too. It's the nice thing about buying estate boxes of stuff. I mean, this was a living estate. Tom decided to clear out his collection, but that's a nice train lantern. Sometimes these will be marked with what railway they're for. CPR, yeah, Canadian Pacific Railway. That's a switch lantern. It would have sat on top of a switch. It's a good sellable item. Probably worth, you know, $300, $350 or so to a collector. More of the sports card holders, pages, empty pages. Oh, there's some cards in there too. Some older, some newer. These collected right up until about 2000 and then decided to call it quits. Hey, an oil can. Mobil oil. Probably from the 1960s or so. Oh, tobacco can. And it's a Forest and Stream, which is one of the better ones. Forest and Stream's a little bit more collectible. And this is the pocket size tin, which is the tin that you want to get if you are, for the majority of tobacco collectors, it's the thin pocket tins that are the ones they're after. But for a brand, yeah, Forest and Stream, people are always collecting that stuff. So that's a good tin if you're going to find one. Looks like there's more in the bottom of this box. What's this thing? twin gyroscopes. But it's not terribly old. It's got a barcode on it. Got a fun little toy. There's a telegraph right there. It looks like they had it hooked up to something too. I had somebody actually looking for one of these the other day, so I'll have to set that aside, maybe bring it to the shop. Let's see. Okay, what do we have? A little bowling set. Like a little desk-sized bowling set, an old set of Rider Tarot cards. 1971. Oh look, Little Red Zinger. That's kind of neat. Little model kit. Kind of a cool looking thing. And it sounds like it's unbuilt. Let's just double check. Yep. Unbuilt. It looks like it's all there. For model kit collectors, that's a big deal to make sure it's all there. Some guys don't mind buying them built. They'll actually dismantle them and rebuild them. So built model kits do sell. You'd be surprised. Old built model kits, you can find a home for those. What's this? Napoleon Dynamite with his funky moon boots. Oh, my kids even, that's the tether ball. That's a funny scene. It looks like he was also buying stuff at Value Village and maybe other places too, but that is kind of a fun little thing. And there are some cases with Hot Wheels too, mind you. This all looks a little bit on the newer side. Oh, hang on, I stand corrected. I see a 1980s Hot Wheels in the mix there. There's a couple. These are what they call, well, this is a crack up. Had these when I was a kid. When you bump into them, boom, it looks like it's dented. It flips around. I had a ton of these when I was a kid. I used to trick my mom into thinking that I damaged my new toy. We were at the shopping mall once and she just bought it for me. Didn't know what she bought for me. She just thought it was a toy car. And I banged it and I went, oh no, Mom, look, I dented my toy. She said, honey, you just bought that. I can't believe you wrecked it already. And then I went, haha, it's meant to do that. Because you got to trick your mom every once in a while. Okay, there's a couple old, oh, this is a Redline. Somebody's painted it and squished it. Oh no, yeah, it is a Redline. Gremlin Grinder. Boy, that needs some TLC, but you'd be surprised someone could bring that back to life. I might see if I can do a little bit of a resto on that, pop that roof back out and make it into something. I'll keep that aside because any Redline car is actually salvageable and worth collecting, even if it's squished and gross like that one. But the fact that there's a Redline in there is a good sign. Maybe I'll come across a couple others. And here I thought this was all going to be purely newer stuff. Olds 442 from the 80s. And this is a double-sided case. There might be some on the other side too. Let's flip it over. Oh yeah, it's full on both sides. Well, I was not expecting a Batmobile. I collect this kind of stuff myself. I don't have the one with the red bat symbols on the wheels like this one has. It's got a broken blue plastic canopy here, but you can actually buy that stuff. This was a neat kit. You push the button. Well, you push the button, there you go. The little saw blade's meant to come out. You turn the rotary thing here and it shoots rockets out the back. You turn the wheels and the flames go back and forth. Corgi was known for making really cool little kits. So happy with that. That's a good find. Let's see, they sold a ton of them, but not a lot survived. Many of them end up in that kind of condition. There might be a few older vehicles in here too. It's always fun to kind of go through, and I have a lot of friends and customers that come through the store and they're specifically looking for Hot Wheels. So I'm always buying and always looking for this stuff. You'd be surprised, they do sell. Okay, nice little variety to snoop through later. But I need to get back to sorting through some of this stuff because I haven't found what I consider to be like the holy grail of this collection yet. There's got to be something good in here. I mean, I see the dates on these boxes, 1974, 1983. There's bound to be some good stuff in here. It's just a matter of searching. Huh. Ella Fitzgerald trading card. And Fats Domino. Who knew? Oh, here's a Redline case. Oh, it's a newer Hot Wheel case. Let's see. What's in the case? It's a bunch of 80s. Some 90s stuff. No red lines, But, you know, little cars like that, they're all, you know, they'll all sell. This has kind of a Redline looking paint job on it, but that's a 80s car. Wind Splitter, 1983. It has a Spectre Flame sort of paint job on it. Threw me off for a sec. But this is just what's on the surface. Little electric train set. Allstate, like the battery company. And yeah, a little train set. It looks like it was never used. It still has all the paper and everything in there. Mind you, it's hard to tell if it's been used or not because kids took really good care of their toys back in the day, because that might be all you got for your entire childhood. Enjoy your train set, Timmy. That's your toy for the rest of your life. And so you take care of it. Not like kids nowadays. Let's see. More toy cars. All it takes is the right one to make it kind of worthwhile. This is actually kind of a good one if it was in better shape. If they have rubber tires, so forth. Anyway, some of these are the right kind of age, just not the right kind of condition. Kind of like the sports cards that we were finding earlier, is that they're the right vehicle, but in the wrong condition. That was not too bad. Well, at least I'm going to have a little bit of variety for folks to look at when they come through. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, that's just a tin. These are, you know, maybe 15 years old. They're replica Thunderjet slot cars. I know what these are. Yeah, 2002. I was a, hang on. I was a dealer and we sold those new. What's in this box? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum! Okay. It is Redlines in better condition. A Redline Hot Wheel, of course, you have to have the red stripe on the wheel. There's a whole box of them. There's a whole box of Redlines that are in here. Certain colors are, of course, better than others. Look at that. A whole pile of them. And there's another case in here. Oh, look, there's more. In individual cases. Oh, look! A beach bomb. That's a good one. Everybody loves a Volkswagen bus, especially if it's got the surfboards in it on the side like that. And don't worry, that's not the $1 million one. The one that is a rear-loading beach bomb, can be worth $1 million. A Hot Wheel is worth $1 million. Yeah, that's right. Not that one though. This is a nice old case. Hopefully it's full of stuff too. Yep. Some Redlines. You know, it looks like the back has come off. It might need a little TLC. But there's some more in there. Neato. Mosquito. That's not too bad. That's a good score. I have to go through this box. Look, it's like several layers. There's probably 10, 20, 30. There's probably 40 Redline Hot Wheels. That helps offset the cost of buying this collection right there. If my luck continues with the sports cards, maybe I'll find some other gems in here. Oh, what's this? What is this? Some of these you don't even recognize. That looks like it's almost... Oh, it's Disneyland cards. Got it. It's a set of cards from Disneyland. Oh, these are neat. Space cards. Cool. Look at the graphics on these. Robot Nears Moon. Is it a whole set of them? No. 3, 7, 8, 10, 12. It's a partial set. Batman set. Just talking about the Batmobile. There it is. Batman. What a great... You know, I always love the graphics on these cards. What else? We've got maybe almost a whole set of them, too. I think that's darn near close to the whole set of Batman cards. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, maybe a few missing, but that's pretty close. Robin Hood. These are what you call non-sports cards. Oh, there's Beatles. Whole bunch of Beatle cards. Fabian card. Didn't know that. Jerry Lee Lewis. 4 Aces. Johnny Mathis. These must be rock and roll cards. Ask Elvis. 56 Elvis Presley. Oh yeah, there he is. But these are early rock and roll cards. Gene Vincent. Somebody drew a face on Sammy Davis Jr. Oh, here's some sci-fi. Bring in the Earthmen, Outer Limits cards, 1964. Some nice graphics on these Speedway cards. Cool, this is a fun binder. Drag Nationals, drag race cars. Neat. Okay. What else is in here? I kind of enjoy these non-sports cards a bit too. Okay, those are newer. Astronauts, Man on the Moon cards. Hogan's Heroes, maybe? I don't know. Oh, these are Civil War cards. Not those. But these are Civil War. Civil War news. I remember my dad had a collection of these as a kid, and apparently my grandpa thought they were cool and put them in his sock drawer. My dad never saw them again for the rest of his life. And now I've got some. Oh, these are World War II cards. But the pretty graphic stuff to be putting in a, you know, I guess when you think about what video games kids play nowadays, it's probably pretty tame in comparison. But back then it was just digging through. I mean, look how many boxes there are. Just tons and tons. Hey, kiddo. See, my daughter has come out to say hello. You want to see what Dad bought? I'm making a mess in the garage. It's all, well, there was some toy cars and stuff, which Dad's pretty happy about. Boxes of sealed sports cards. I don't even know what's here. Some of this stuff I have to sort. It's all like hockey cards and baseball cards. This is what Dad used to collect when he was a little bit older than you. Dad used to collect this kind of stuff. I guess I still do, because look, I have a garage full of it now. But I found some cool Hot Wheels. Let's see. Some little toys and stuff. What's this? We're digging through boxes. That's what we're doing. Baseball. Some hockey pucks and pins. This is going to take quite a while for me to go through. Let's see. I'm going to go through this box over here. I'm liking some of the toy cars. Found a few neat sports cards that I'll have to get some other loaders for, but there's, yeah, some tobacco cards. Let's see what's in this box. Non-sporting. What do we have in here? Oh. Munster Dragula. What are these? Way Out Wheels, 1970. Fuzz, GTO. Huh. Let's see. A lot of those look like this. The monkeys. Hey, we're the monkeys. Riot. The protesters. A set of cards about a riot. Maybe it's from a movie or something. Tales of Wells Fargo. Gunsmoke. These are pretty neat. Laugh-In. And stolen. Oh, more Civil War cards. A whole bunch of them. A whole pile of them. Of Civil War cards. Be nice if I found, oh look, there's the Munsters. I don't know if you saw that was, oh, these are monsters, I guess. Universal Pictures cards. Creature from the Black Lagoon and Frankenstein. I thought that was Herman Munster. More of these Man on the Moon space cards. Oh, there's some neat things. Hulk cards. Oh, cool. These are like Marvel Incredible Hulk, 1966. It's got to be, Marvel comic stuff is so hot right now. I'm sure there's going to be a buyer for these. Original 1960s Marvel cards. Neat. And luckily they didn't write their own caption. I guess that was so you could write your own whatever you wanted to say, like, boy, I'm between a rock and a hard place. Or some other funny thing you could think of writing. Neat. Some Marvel cards, Wild West cards. That's a fun box. All of these kind of deserve their own holder almost. Oh, there we go. Addams Family. It's going to take some sorting to go through. I might bring this in the house to look through because that's pretty cool. What else is in the box? Some dinky toys. That's a French dinky toy, that one. Lots of collectors of this stuff. Especially the tankers. That's broken. These would have had little metal pieces that came off the back stake side sort of truck. That's probably the tanker for this. You start putting things together and see how it goes. Let's see what else. More cards. My daughter has left me to go back inside. She got bored with me already. A sealed box of, what year is this? Basketball. You never know when it's going to be like a Kobe Bryant year. 92, 93. I'll have to look up and see whose year that was. Because if you get a sealed box like that and it's got some big name in it, you might do okay. More sports cards. Good old elastic bands all over everything. Oh, that's a sealed box. But not a particularly old one. 1990 something. I guess I shouldn't say it's not old. 1991. Oh, here we go. What's this? These look like they're separated a little bit. Mark Howe. Who's this? Jacques Leperrier. Glenn Hall. Maybe these are the ones that were a little bit more special. He's got them in kind of bags. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this box inside the house to dig through. Yeah, I have decided to bring these inside the house to search through. Since these are all in top loaders, I figure they must be something a little bit more special, or not. 97 Upper Deck. Nope, what's in there? That's not 1997 Upper Deck, that's Willie Mays. Say hey, Willie Mays. Willie Mays. Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle. 1960 home run leaders, Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris. This is where the good stuff is. Mickey Mantle right there. What year is this? 1958 maybe? I'll have to look up the exact year on that, but yeah. Mickey Mantle. Label on a box. It said it was 1997 Upper Deck. It was not. Mickey Mantle. Here we go. Hank Aaron. Willie Mays. Hank Aaron. It's all like together by player. Hank Aaron. Colin Yastrzemski, Roger Maris. Some big names in here. Finally, we're getting into some good stuff. I was starting to get a little bit worried with the last batch of stuff. 58-59 Parkhurst, 18 out of 50 cards. Let's see, Ernie Banks. Boy, he looks like just a kid. I've taken some of the cards out of the box and pretty much everything in here is a star card. These are all the star cards that were missing out of those other sets that I thought were gonna be gone or lost. You know, Ted Williams, Mickey Mantles, and we start going through the box here. We've got, you know, Duke Snider's. These are 53 tops, I think. Whitey Ford, Lou Brock, 1962 rookie. I am not totally up to speed with my sports card values, but I know that when you get into the older stuff like this, this is where, there's a Johnny Bench, I think that's his rookie, yeah. When you start finding Hall of Fame cards in decent condition, you can start looking at some big dollars. And this was not an inexpensive collection to buy, but I didn't know exactly what was gonna be in here, but here we go, John Unitas. Really good shape. This must be the special box right here. Boy, oh boy. There's 52 tops, that's Mickey Mantle's rookie year. Could you imagine if I found a 52 Mickey Mantle in here? I don't think so. It looks like he had all of his Mickey Mantles all put together. That is a nice kick in the pants. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, to get some of these, the corner's a little bit soft on some of them, but even just to get these early cards in any kind of conditions getting harder and harder and harder nowadays. Oh, it's a really early Pete Rose. Let's see. Yeah, this would have been maybe a second or third card. Great score so far. Now I'm starting to get excited that this is turning into a real treasure hunt because there's actually starting to get cool stuff pulled out of these boxes. Some of these boxes are full of Hot Wheels and miscellaneous other things. These are a little bit more, let's see, Johnny Lightnings. Oh, actually treasure hunts. Hot Wheels issues these sort of random, what they call T-hunts or treasure hunts that you have to kind of go looking for. They're a little bit more rare than your average car. If they have rubber tires, they're even better yet. Oh, there's a number of treasure hunts in here. A whole pile of them. This is, you know, if you're a Hot Wheel collector, they look for this kind of stuff. So I don't know if the whole box is treasure hunts or not. But there's a good healthy stack of them right there. And what are these? Johnny Lightning. And specialty Hot Wheels. Wow, this has turned out to be a good score. I think it's safe to say that the stuff that I got today is kind of an epic find for collectors. If you are into sports cards, like hockey, baseball, there's football. If you're into Hot Wheels, this is all the stuff that I have customers coming through my store on a regular basis for looking for all this stuff, really. So I'm gonna organize it, get it over to the shop, and I don't know how I'm gonna sell all this stuff because there's an awful lot. We're gonna have to dedicate some of our showcases to sports cards and collectibles, but what a great collection. There was tons and tons of Redlines, Mickey Mantle cards. I'm still just hitting the tip of the iceberg on this, so maybe I'll do a follow-up video, I don't know, about all the other stuff that was in here, but what a great find today. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Stay tuned for more because I'm going out and finding picks like this, adventures like this all the time, and you never know what people have hiding in their basements, garages, attics, and backyards. There's treasures hidden around every corner. So stay tuned for more episodes, guys. I've got a lot of sorting ahead of me for the rest of the day. You take care and enjoy your weekend. We'll see you all soon, and bye for now.